Now, Foreign Minister Yair Lapid met with U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken on Sunday in Rome, marking the first face-to-face meeting in his new role with his counterpart in the Biden administration. While the two had much to discuss, including Iran, normalization with Gulf states, and the Palestinian conflict, Lapid did not hold back in his criticism of Israel's previous government led by Binyamin Netanyahu, saying mistakes were made and pledging to fix them. He also expressed Israel's serious reservations over the Iran nuclear deal. ILTV's Hannah Rifkin with the report.
Secretary Blinken and I represent new administrations. Yours a few months old, ours a few weeks old, almost a few days. But we also represent a very long and strong tradition of close friendship and cooperation. There is no relationship more important to Israel than the United States of America. There's no loyal friend to the United States of America than Israel. In the past few years, mistakes were made. Israel's bipartisan standing was hurt. We will fix those mistakes together.
These were the remarks made by Foreign Minister Yair Lapid ahead of a meeting with U.S. counterpart, Secretary of State Antony Blinken, in Rome. Lapid slamming the Netanyahu administration for diminishing bipartisan support for Israel and saying that over the past few days, he spoke with a series of American leaders, both Democrat and Republican, in an effort to mend ties. With regards to Iran and the ongoing negotiations for a nuclear deal, a point of contention between the two countries, Lapid saying Israel has some serious reservations, though expressing hope the two administrations will work out their differences in private.
We will have disagreements, but they are not about the essence, they are all about how to get there. We want the same things, we sometimes disagree about how to achieve them. Israel has some serious reservations about the Iran nuclear deal that is being put together in Vienna. We believe the way to discuss those disagreements is through direct and professional conversation, not in press conferences.
Lapid also thanking the U.S. for its support of Israel's normalization efforts in the region. Blinken in turn saying he's looking forward to working with the new Israeli coalition and above all, stressing the importance of negotiations between Israelis and Palestinians and saying that the humanitarian situation in Gaza is a key issue on the agenda.
You rightly noted our strong support for the normalization agreements, the Abraham Accords with Israel's neighbors and beyond. We strongly support this, and hopefully there'll be other participants. I think we've also discovered, or perhaps rediscovered, that as important as they are, as vital as they are not a substitute for engaging on the issues between Israelis and Palestinians that need to be resolved.
Following his meeting with Blinken, Lapid also meeting with the Foreign Minister of Bahrain, the two discussing expanding the normalization accords as well as Iran. And later this week, Lapid is also expected to visit the United Arab Emirates, a historic trip marking the first state visit by an Israeli minister.